Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome to the Colorado Avalanche BGM, our first BGM for NHL 14. I'm so excited to do this. It's going to be fun to have a lot more to do in terms of, I don't know, features, what have you. I'm really excited to get into this. We are Colorado, as voted by you guys. You guys chose to take them. So we're going to jump right in here, analyze the team. We're going to see exactly where we are in terms of our team. Are we a rebuilding team? Are we a team that just needs to add a few pieces? What pieces do we need to add? So let's go to GM options. Let's go to contracts, and let's analyze the team bit by bit here, okay? So we're going to go to centers first. So sort by overall. Top is Matt Duchene. They got him at 87 overall. He's 22 years old, 4.5 yellow stars. So Matt Duchene at 22, he's going to get to a 90. He's almost there already, but he's going to get to a 90. His faceoffs are really good at 85, so Matt Duchene is our center of the future. Center of the future because of the fact that he actually has some ability to win faceoffs. His shot is not bad. His passing's really good. It's all going to get better, and his speed is really high, so Matt Duchene, center of the future. Paul Stastny would likely be our second-line center or possibly trade bait. The reason being is Ryan O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly is a two-way forward center who I'd rather play at second on the second line. Paul Stastny's good, and he could possibly find his way to the right wing, or you know, one of them find their way to the right wing. But I think in the future, one of these players will likely have to go, and I'm thinking it'll probably be Paul Stastny. All right, John Mitchell. He's right now would be our fourth line center. His faceoffs are at 70. Not great. I think I'm going to jot that down right now that we actually need a 4 center. 4C. All right. Mark Oliver, 2.5 stars. Mark Oliver from the last time. 2.5 stars. He won't be part of the future. Neither will Brad Malone. So I'm just going to jot that down too. So Oliver, Malone. They're not good enough for me to keep in here. I really don't want to. Left wings, Landeskog, Gabriel Landeskog, 85 overall. They got him as a power forward. Oh, you know what? They're missing they don't have the first line center information in there, or first line left wing, or whatever it is. That's gone. That's interesting. So perhaps what they've done now is, you know what? That's good. I like that, because then you can actually progress your players without having to worry about what line they're playing on. If you played a top line player in the second line, they basically didn't get the experience they needed to play. But that's not necessarily true. Your top two lines are pretty much, should be a 1A and a 1B, is what it should be if you're going to be a successful team. And then 3 and 4 after that. There should be no like second line, really. So he'll be number one line. Alex Tanguay, 33 years old. He's a playmaking left winger. Good passing, pretty good shot. He's not the most physical player even for his size at 6'1", but he would fit well nicely on that left wing, add a little bit of scoring. Jamie McGinn, a two-way forward. He's 25 years old, 3.5 stars. Likely going to top out at 81. Most likely will finish at 80. So he's more of a third-line left wing, maybe even a fourth-line left wing. What's his contract like? 1.7? Yeah, he's a third or a fourth. Cody McLeod, 3-star player, grinder. I don't think I'd keep McLeod in there. Maybe as Cody McLeod. I wouldn't keep him in there. I'd keep him in there maybe as a depth player, but I'm going to add him to the list. So McLeod and Bordelot, because I can tell you Bordelot's out. So I think so far, analyzing our system here, we have a lot of players in the system who basically can hold the team together. We're only looking to add some complementary pieces and possibly a top, we'll see, top player depending on exactly what we need on the right wing. We'll see. So I think I will add that 3 or 4 left wing just in case, because I don't really want to keep McLeod around. All right, right wing, P.A. Parento. He's 84 years old, 30 years old, 84 overall. Good shot, another playmaking player, good passing. Seems like a lot of players have 88 passing, and I think we need to add somebody that's got that elite passing level. Parento could find he'd be a good second line winger. There's no doubt about it. He would play well. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Steve Downey, 82 overall, 4-star grinder. Steve Downey is a grinder of the future. There's no doubt about it. With 4 stars, that's crazy. But he's 26 years old, so that's as good as he's going to get. I think Downey's going to find himself nicely on the third line, and I would keep him there. Keep him there really well. Milan Hajduk. You know what? Hajduk, he's 37 years old. I think we might as well try and find a dance partner for him, because we have no use for a sniper that's going to be playing on the fourth line. For the most part, I only want my snipers to play on the top 3. So let's add Hajduk to the list. Sorry to those Colorado fans, but Milan hate. We may not even be able to trade him because he's got a $2 million cap hit, and we basically. He's 37 years old. No one's gonna want him. Defense. Eric Johnson, 85 overall, 25 years old. He's not a defenseman of the future. He's a top 4 defenseman of the future. He's got good body checking, good aggressiveness. His defensive awareness is not bad either. I mean, he's a defensive defenseman, but he's definitely not a top pairing. Jan Hayda, like, our defense is definitely in trouble. We need some support here. We'll see what we have in the depth chart, but Jan Hayda, another defensive defenseman, again, like, he's a top 4 defenseman, maybe even a top 6, you know? So, Tyson Berry, 82 overall. He's 4 stars, sorry. Not too bad. He's a little bit small. He could grow a little bit, but don't bank on that. But look at his speed. For a 2-way defenseman, he's really, really fast. He could get better in the physical category, and he probably will because he's a 2-way defenseman. Tyson Berry could be a top 4 pairing defenseman in the future. Ryan Wilson, he's 4 or 3.5 stars, but he's 26 already. That means he's going to cap out during the year. Ryan Wilson is not part of the future. He's one of those players that you could easily drop and pick up. I mean, what's his cap hit? 2.25. That's expensive for a third pairing defenseman, you know. Our defense is going to definitely be in play if we're going to rebuild here, or we're going to actually, make a push here. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to bring this Colorado Avalanche team to the promised land. Varlamov is a 4-star goalie, 25 years old. Oh my god, that's not great at all. Varlamov definitely got a shit kicking in this one, so we're going to definitely be on the lookout for a goalie. J.S. Giguere. Oh wait, we're Colorado. Do we have a goalie in the... We'll have to take a look. And J.S. Giguere, a decent backup, I guess, for the cost. So that's pretty much the roster, guys. I showed you the lines. We'll put the lines together, and I'll show you that too. But let's take a look who's in the system. All right, so first off, Nathan McKinnon. He's a centerman, and that's one of the things I did edit. I boosted his faceoffs a bit. It wasn't 60, so I gave him a 67 because centers can compete. He's going to get better. He's 4.5 green stars, so he's going to get to a 90, 91. He'll be a good playmaker for the top line eventually. Maybe even the centerman, but I'd rather keep Matt Duchene there just because of his faceoffs. Definitely a player of the future. Now, besides him, we don't have any other 4.5 star players. We've got Duncan Siemens, who's a 4-star defenseman. We've got a few 3.5 star greens. Like, we need to basically get rid of all these guys. This is what we're going to probably do. We'll get rid of Smith, Agazino, Scarbosa, Hurd, Holden, Walker, Connolly, Blandisi, Cheek, Mures, Westland, Carey, Silas, Nearmark, Stollery, Clark, Donnelly. Well, Donnelly we can release. He's how is he a UFA and still on the team? I don't understand. Gwennon, Vandergluck. Okay. Lurg, Debian, Wyman. Look at all these players. Like, they're not going to be part of the future. Do we have any goalies in the system at all? Calvin Pickard. So that's our goalie, but he's only 3.5 stars. Definitely a backup of the future. Definitely no starting. So we have a few holes to address. And right off the bat, I think that we are a team that can compete for a playoff spot. I'm going to go to the lines here. Actually, we'll do roster moves first to get everybody in order. Let's see here. We'll sort by overall. Nobody down, I don't think. Okay, Bordelot, you go down. Malone, you go down. Benoit, you go down. Oliver, you go down. Okay, so that's the minimum. So we're going to have to edit the lines and see what's available. Okay, so right now our fourth line, it consists of Oliver, McLeod, and Mitchell. They've got Tanguay on the top line, no. 2 playmakers, a power forward. 2 playmakers, a grinder. I would do it like that. I'd actually almost do it like this. Yeah, we need I think what we need, just because Riley's a 2-way forward, we got 2 playmakers on this line. We need to balance it out a bit. We need a sniper in here. We have no snipers. I think that should be our focus here. Again, like, this episode is just to analyze the team, see where we're at, and then make some decisions from there. But we definitely need to improve our bottom 6, I think, a little bit. And I think we need to get a top right-wing sniper. Just to complement it. We'll see what we can do with our extra players here. Cap's gonna be a problem, guys. Cap's gonna be a problem. There's no doubt about it. Johnson and Hayda, a lot of defensive defensemen, no offensive. So if we can go out and get a young offensive defenseman, or at least a top 4 offensive defenseman for now. I think we'll be able to make some noise in the Western Conference. Goaltending definitely is going to be an issue for us. Where are we here? Goaltending. Varlamov and Jaguar on that pairing there. That's not good enough. It's not good enough to win championships. If I look at our minor league team, wow, this is slow. Basically, I know you guys are going to be probably wanting me to put Nathan McKinnon up here, but no, he's not ready to play yet. I don't think. His attributes are high, but they're not high enough. Let's give him 1 year. Let's make sure we can nurture him a little bit, not rush him along. We can find players to fill these roles, so that's what we're going to try and do here. Now, my question, one of the questions I have, is the first year of 2014, is that draft going to be similar to the draft we just experienced? The 2013 draft. Remember how deep that draft was? I don't think it's going to be. Oh, they do have a role. Hold on. Players do have a role. How do I view that in the player, though? Okay, hold on. Look, they do have a role. We only have 2 firsts. Duchesne and Stastny is considered a first. Tanguay, Riley, Landeskog, Parenteau, those guys are considered seconds. That's interesting. Why do they not have that when you edit the lines? Maybe it says. Hold on. Landeskog. Yeah, why doesn't it say? That's kind of dumb. Thanks a lot for taking that away, EA. Now we have no idea what's going on. Oh my god. Look at that. There's a role, but you can't view it. Am I missing it? Hold on. I gotta check through here. Alright, hold on. Let's see here. Nothing. Handedness. Doesn't say his role. Just shows his draft here. Stats. Nothing. No role in here. Wow, EA. They dropped the ball on that one. That's not cool. Okay. So what I'm going to do right quickly here is I'm going to set the rosters very, very quickly. Or set the scouting. Scout assignment. And I know where the top players are pretty much. Now, I know scouting is different in this game. Basically, you're not going to be able to tell what the heck's going on until you scout it. See, Reinhardt they have going in the first round, but they don't know anything else besides that. So we're going to scout the WHL for 6 weeks because Sam Reinhardt is the top player there. Scouting is going to get better the longer you do it type thing. Let's go quickly. Let's go to GM Tracker. Let's upgrade what we can. Let's upgrade our assistant coach, I guess. Confirm that. And I'm going to actually turn off... where the heck is it? GM options is going to be under probably. No. Okay, hold on. Usually there's a settings. Like my... Where's settings? Customize maybe? It might be under customize. Settings. There you go. They just relabeled it. Rules. And we're going to turn off injuries because injuries are dumb. There we go. I did put it on Hardcore Simulation and Superstar. So just so you guys know, that is what that's on. Okay. So, let's see what else we can take a look at here. Let's actually, you know what? Let's take a look at what trade options are available because we're going to need to know this. Trade negotiations. Let's go trading block. Yes, let's edit this. Let's go forwards. Let's look for a first line forward. Oh, I like this potential range. Minimum. We want minimum 4 stars. Potential minimum accuracy medium and high. Okay, medium and high players. Let's see what comes up here. It's gonna be a big group. We're looking for snipers though. Right wing sniper, like Claude Giroux. Is he a sniper? Playmaker? No. So Claude Giroux's no. Patrick Kane is a sniper. You know, he could be the right wing sniper of the future, but his wrist shot power is not great. Bobby Ryan, he just got traded, but he's not good enough. They've given him a sniper status now. He was not sniper before. Bobby Ryan was a power forward. That's interesting. Phil Kessel, we had him in Toronto. He never did anything for us, so I don't think so. I'd actually like a young sniper, like Jakub Voracek. Jakub Voracek's got a really good shot. 4.5 stars. He's 24 years old. He's still got some progression. And he's decent. 6'2", 214. Like, he's got some size. So Jakub Voracek could potentially be a nice sniper for us in the future, or now and in the future. I don't like playing left wingers as right wingers. I only do it if I have to. Yeah, Taylor Hall's up there. But he's got a good shot, but he's a left winger. I'd rather not have that. because I've already got a left winger. So I think that possibly Jakub Voracek would be our target in this one. So let's take a look at Voracek and see what we need to give up. So retain. Oh, you can retain cap now. That's nice. Let's see here. Team information, player attributes, player over. Okay. Oh, you can review. You can view contract info right in that. That's nice. Retain salary. Teams can retain more than 50%, no more than 50% of a player's cap hit. Player's cap hit can only be retained via trade twice per contract. A team can only retain salary cap hit on up to 3 contracts at one time. Okay. So we have 2.3. They have 5.530. So, like, all players that I'd like to get rid of, now they would take almost anybody. But, let's see. In order to get that top line sniper is what Voracek would be. Because see, what is his overall? He's an 88 overall. Like, he's a top line sniper for sure. And he shoots left. So he's good on the power play. So Jakub Voracek would be our sniper of the future. Right? Would be our sniper of the future. But they don't want to get rid of him. That's the problem with that. So we could do it, but we'd have to be stretching. We'd have to probably get rid of Paul Stastny. Alright, and then our cap hit's a problem now. Alright, we can retain some salary here. There we go. We can retain, there you go. You can retain $1.1 million of cap. You use the right stick to retain salary. That's kind of neat. So that would help that trade go through. All of a sudden makes it possible. Well, you could probably tell them to do this and they could shift their players around. So let's see. I mean, it's league approved, so we'll see what happens. That'll be a nice little feature to have in this, to be able to retain that salary. Picks, our top pick's going to be worth a lot. Yeah, they mostly are. Let's see how they are down deep. Look at that. Oh, they dropped. They fixed that. They fixed that so that the late picks are not worth as much. All right, so that's something that we can't do anymore. Now, can I do this? Hold on. Who else would we want to get rid of? Who's Elliot? What was you? What were you? 3.5 green stars. Okay, so no. He's in the system. Let's sort by potential. Oh, they've lost all their value. So they fixed that too. They fixed that. So there's no... Yeah, we can't do that anymore. So they actually fixed the trades a little bit. Okay, so we're in a bit of trouble. Let's see. Value, yeah, the value is way off. We'd have to give up like a top pick to get Voracek. So that's something that I don't think I want to do. This will be a lot harder to make trades this year, guys. It's definitely looking like it's a lot harder. Let's just see what kind of players are young. Let's do any forward. Let's do 17 to 21 that falls in that range. Let's see what happens. All right, so Nathan McKinnon's the top player there. Let's start by overall. Let's find some deep ones. Like Sean, let's see, Sean Monahan. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nathan McKinnon. Somebody like Charlie Coyle. He's a power forward. Not bad. He could play now. We could give up, but we'd have to give up a top player for him. Boone Jenner, Emerson Edom, he's a sniper. He's a sniper of the future. He's only 4 stars. They're 4 green stars, but he's not of the future. Thomas Yurko, 4 yellow stars. Tyler Biggs, 4 yellow stars. Let me just take a look at, edit this. Minimum, there you go. Minimum 4 yellows. Sean Monahan, let's see here. Let's go by right wings. Let's see what right wings. There's only a few. Yakupov, Tarasenko, and Coyle. None of them are really snipers. Is Tarasenko's a sniper? So maybe Tarasenko, Vladimir Tarasenko. He'd be basically a right wing of the future, and he could play the second line now. And I'd give up Stastny to get him. I would give up Stastny to get Tarasenko. Let's see here. Whoop. Where's Stastny? Here. Stastny for Tarasenko is a good trade. We'd actually might be able to get that. We actually might be able to move that, to be honest. And we'd have $11 million of cap space if we got rid of Stastny, because he's a $6.6 million player. And Tarasenko's only 1.75. We could probably ask for a pick, a second, and another second for this trade to go through, okay? So that's a potential. Vladimir Tarasenko. I know we always pick up Yakupov, and you guys you always think that I favor the Oilers a little bit, but it's probably true. But I think that would go through. I would make that trade. 2 seconds, Edmonton second, St. Louis is second, and Tarasenko for Paul Stastny. I think the value is right on key. We might have to drop a second off to make it go through, but actually St. Louis is second for the third. There you go, second and third. So that is interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut it off there. Let me know what you guys think we should do, what trades we should make. I think I've decided already that we are a competitive team. There's not much we need to make in terms of changes to who we have in the system. We need to add some more prospects, and we probably need to add some, a sniper. I think we need to add a sniper, whether it's a first line or a second line. I think we need to add that. All right, guys, until next time, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.